crochet friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefania, and today is the second edition of the Will It Plant series. This series, inspired by Niche Crochet's Will It Rat series, explores different non-traditional yarns to see if I can make crocheted plants out of them. Last time I tried using neon jewelry cord to crochet this spiral vine plant. As you can see, it worked out pretty well. This time, I thought I would use curling ribbon to try to make a crochet succulent. You can see it's got little flowers on one side, but on the other side is white. So it'll be interesting to see how this translates to a crochet make. If you want to follow along and make a crochet succulent with me, I'll include the link to my tutorial in the description below. If you like this series, let me know by leaving a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel, it really helps me out a lot. I make new videos every week, including crochet tutorials, check-in videos, and other craft content. With all that out of the way, let's see if we can make this curling ribbon into a crochet succulent. So the first part of making my crochet succulent is a magic ring, so let's see if we can do that with this ribbon. I'm using my 4mm Susan Bates hook because it's my most commonly used hook, and it seemed about right for the thickness of this ribbon. Having a little difficulty getting the ribbon to work with me. And there's not really a way to keep the green side on the outside. You can kind of see it's a lot of the white is showing up. But I've got 6 single crochets in my magic ring, and I was able to tighten it down. Here's what we have so far. As you might expect, the ribbon is a lot stiffer than yarn is, but that makes sense because it's plastic instead of yarn. And I'm not sure if you could make a traditional amigurumi with this because it is leaving gaps in the stitches. Now we've got our first increase. So it is starting to work. As you can see, there is quite a lot of the white from the back side of the ribbon showing through, but it's looking like the start of a succulent, so let's keep going. As I was just trying to make a stitch, the yarn completely slipped off of my hook and I lost a couple stitches, but that's all right. Slipped off again. Like with the neon jewelry cord, I've given up on holding the tension with my pinky finger and really just holding the ribbon by itself. I find that when I tried to hold the tension with my pinky like I usually do with yarn, it just wasn't slipping very easily and was actually making it harder to crochet. Alright, we've got the first leaf of our succulent complete. It did work out well enough, although it is very, I don't know, crispy feeling. It's quite stiff, but still flexible. It's kind of a weird texture. You might be able to see that there are some gaps in between each of the stitches, but honestly, it doesn't look too bad. At least we don't have to stuff the piece, so there won't be stuffing poking out. Normally with my succulent leaves, I crochet them closed along the base of the leaf, but just in the interest of saving materials, I'm not going to do that with these leaves. Instead, I'm going to just chain one and cut a short tail, and I'll sew it all closed when I assemble the leaves all together. We still have a decent amount of ribbon left. I hope to be able to make at least 2 more leaves, but we'll see how far we can get. And we've got the second leaf complete. I'm not sure what exactly went differently here, but as you can see, the shape kind of has a weird notch in it. Maybe that's just because of the difference in tension in a couple of these stitches, but it looks like I can kind of bend it and smush it back into the shape that I want. Yeah, still a little divot, which is weird, but oh well, it's a leaf, so it doesn't have to be perfect. On to leaf number 3. I have noticed with the stitches in my magic ring, it's a little difficult to get my hook into them. But with the stitches later on in the leaf, I haven't seen the same difficulty, so maybe it's just because I tightened down the magic ring that the stitches also tighten down. And there's our third leaf complete. Now I only have a small amount of ribbon left, so I think 3 leaves is where we're gonna have to call it. So let's go ahead and attach them all. One thing that I've been really disliking about crocheting with this ribbon is the sound of it all. It's a very crinkly sounding and honestly crinkly feeling too. It doesn't have a very nice texture on my hands. Like I said, I only have a very small amount of ribbon left, definitely not enough to make another leaf, so we'll just have to settle for a baby succulent. I just need to do a little bit of sewing to secure all of the leaves into place. And there we have our little baby ribbon succulent. Even though it might not look as nice as the traditional yarn crochet succulents that I make, I think the answer of will it plant is definitely yes. Curling ribbon can be used to crochet a plant. I'm waiting to have a couple more non-traditional crochet plants made before I assemble them all into one piece, but so far these two look very cute together. In terms of the overall experience crocheting with curling ribbon, I don't know if I would recommend it. Like I mentioned, it was difficult to hold tension, and the sound and texture of it just wasn't doing it for me. But if you're looking for a challenge, you can definitely crochet using curling ribbon. I just wouldn't recommend making any amigurumi or anything where you don't want large holes in it. While I do think that the 4mm crochet hook was the right choice for this project, it still did result in having quite large holes in the leaves. But I think if I used any smaller of a hook, I wouldn't have been able to grab the ribbon as easily. I am happy with how my little baby succulent turned out, and I'm excited to try out other non-traditional yarns in the future. If you have any suggestions for non-traditional yarn that you think I should try out next, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching until the end of the video. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Again, I'd like to give a big shout out to Niche Crochet, who inspired this idea in the first place. Check out his channel, specifically the Will It Rat series, for more crochet video fun. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!